Lift off!
Lift off!
We get a countdown when we're starting.
Yep.
It says 3, 2, 1. Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to Tangled Skeins. I'm Sue, also known as CraftyKnitter7 on Ravelry and Instagram. We are Saturday, July, I'll get it right, 18th.
Okay.
Yep, it's Sean's brother's birthday. And this is episode 120. I would like to welcome any returning viewers. Thank any returning viewers and welcome anybody who is new.
Yes, Lord knows, those of you who put up with us week after week, you deserve a medal.
Crazy pants.
120, really?
Yes!
Jeez.
Our 3-year our 3-year podiversary is at the end of this month. Like the 27th or the 29th.
So
3
like my
years.
second. Because I wasn't here for most of the first year.
Yeah.
Well, my hand was, but...
You've been here all along.
Cool. I wasn't here for the first 10 episodes or so.
No.
That was before they allowed people into the studio. The studio being Sue's third bedroom.
Which I've kind of commandeered as
The
ground
craft
central.
room.
The craft room, ground central for the podcast. I moved my computer from the basement up here.
The sewing machine takes up that half of the room, well, that quarter
Of the room. Then I have a desk.
It has to be moved when she has guests. Her yarn and books and stuff are all over here, and yeah, this is Sue's room.
After we are done recording, we should do a pan of the room. Because, outtakes.
At 360.
360.
And then you guys can see the nifty board she put up with all her pins and stuff that we've gotten at festivals over the years.
Yep. Pinterest idea.
So
who are you?
Sorry.
And, all that jazz.
I only got up like an hour ago. I'm Lynn, also known as Toll Baby, and my sleep schedule is completely out of whack.
You need to start adulting.
I know, I need to start adulting Monday.
Even I get up at 9 a.m. every day.
The whole unemployed depression thing has completely set in. So, you can find us on our blog at twotangledskeins.com. You can find us on Instagram, CraftyKnitter7. Are you Crafty Knitter? Yes, you are. You changed your name. Mm-hmm. And Toll Baby on Instagram. You can find us on
YouTube,
Twitter, which nobody uses.
No, just the app.
Okay, everybody except me uses Twitter.
The episode
updates are
on
announced
Twitter.
on Twitter. And
That's
you can also find us on YouTube. Woot! Because, iTunes is...
Yeah,
we've been having difficulty getting back on iTunes.
We can't do iTunes because we'd have to pay for a domain. Like, pay for a...
We have a domain. We have to have a dedicated server.
And my husband refuses to do that.
I don't blame him.
We have a server in the basement.
Yeah, but... Yeah.
It's a game server, but let's not go there.
Nope.
So, unfortunately, people have dropped out because of iTunes, but you know what?
I miss you.
Yep.
But sadly, it's too much trouble.
Yep. And this is for fun.
So do you have any foes?
No.
I have a foe.
No foes.
It's sort
no
of a
foes
foe
to show.
Oh, I watched the Bakery Bears the other day. I tried watching the Bakery Bears a few weeks ago, and I'm doing things completely out of order because that's the podcast thing we do at the end. But I was watching the Bakery Bears, and they were like, faux show, and I was like, I love you guys. So, yes. I had What?
I'm writing podcasts. Is there any you want to add? Because I don't have any.
No, that's the only other one I've watched.
Okay.
So I have a foe, and my knitting just fell on the floor. I'm going to have to frog them and reknit them.
She was knitting for Sasquatch feet.
I finished my socks, and they are ginormous. They would be ginormous on Rob, because he has bigger feet than I do. I tried them on this morning, and one of them was an inch too long. I don't know what happened because I used less yarn on the second sock. If you look, this one I made it all the way into the next silver stripe. This one, I barely got silver to do the Kitchener. I don't know what happened to my gauge.
This isn't even.
Yeah, my heels are all over the place. Like, my gauge went nuts.
Frog it.
And they are ginormous. And this is the same needle size and number of stitches cast on as I've always knit my socks. So I don't know what happened. Even between the first and the second stocks, there's a significant difference in gauge. So I'm a frog them and reknit them with smaller needles. These were knit on 2.5s, and I'm going to reknit them on 2.25s. But I'm not frogging them right away. I'm not ready for that yet. So
Let them marinate for a
they're
while.
going to go in the naughty corner for a little bit, and it's got nothing to do with the yarn. The yarn is gorgeous. It's so soft. I
What is
love
it?
I love it. I love it. This is Juliana's Fiber Lucid Dreams self-striping sock yarn in the Lonely Princess colorway.
No, Lonely Princess. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Never mind.
Look at you.
Just put my
I may
head
be
down.
out of it, but I'm not that out of it.
I'm just going to keep knitting.
Just keep knitting. Just keep knitting. Swallow. I do that to her a lot. This was an exclusive colorway for the Enchanted Forest Club that was May, June, July. This is the May colorway. And the second I got it, I cast them on. Well, okay, that's not true. The second I finished the blanket, I think I cast them on a little bit before I finished the blanket, but I started going to town on them when I...
Didn't you give me the ball?
Yeah, I gave it to you last night. I gave her my leftovers so she could wind off
They're in my purse.
her minis. We're going to see if we have enough for a mini for me and a mini for her and a mini for Sarah.
Mine take a lot.
But we'll see because I didn't weigh it. So anyway, these are my ginormous socks. That would probably be big on Kari. Kari has big feet.
Yeah.
For a girl. She doesn't have big feet for a person, but she has big feet for a girl.
10?
10, yeah.
Yeah.
So, boo hiss. They don't fit. But, all is not lost. I still have the yarn. I can reknit them.
Yep.
So that's my only sew.
That's it.
That's all.
Okay.
What you knitting on? She's mid-row.
Well, it's always mid-row because it's stockinette. What am I knitting on? I'm not going to talk about this because I didn't knit on it this week.
What are you
But
knitting on it now?
I'm knitting on my vanilla socks. My plain vanilla socks.
Sorry, I've got a bit of a Medusa thing going on here.
That's fine. I have to pull my socks
There we go.
out. So these are my plain vanilla socks. 62 stitches. 64
The balls are
stitches,
getting
sorry.
smaller.
Yeah, 64 stitches on 2.5 millimeters. And they're both on separate needles now. Because, is this the one?
Because
I've started the
learning.
Fish Lips Kiss heel. And I'm mid-heel, so I can't really. But look at that gradient.
You can't even?
I can't even.
Nothing.
So yes, I'm doing the Fish Lips Kiss heel. This yarn was a sock blank from Knitty and Color that I got in Maryland. And the reason I have it in 2 balls is because the sock blank went from dark to bright green. And I wanted the
And then
bright
back
green.
to dark.
Yeah, so like dark, bright green. But I wanted the green on my toes, so I split it into 2 cakes so that I could have
The green in the
the
middle.
green on the toes.
Because she wants to be able to see the green.
Yep. And this is living in my wee bag that I make for the shop, but this is not in the shop. This is mine. Because I bought this fabric, and as soon as my husband saw it, he's like, boxer shorts? And I was like, okay. Because, he wins. And so I actually got really good placement on this. I got Thor on that side,
Sorry.
and then Spider-Man's up there. And if anybody knows who this character is, please tell me.
He's
Because
a bad guy. Who cares?
I have no clue.
He's
Oh,
bad.
it's
He's a
Hulk.
bad- Really? Oh, yeah! It's because
You can't see the
Spider-Man's
green.
boot makes it look like he's got this big shock of black hair on one side, but it's not. It's the Hulk. You're right.
Okay, good. We now know.
Ha.
So that I'm knitting on.
You've got 3 of my 6 favorite Avengers on there.
Silver, thank you.
I love all
Where is my
the Avengers.
silver?
I don't know.
Why is it back there? I don't know. Got about... did I even get anything done on this? I can't even remember.
Where's your Dickie do?
Um,
He's right there.
there.
You got 3 rows done.
3 rows. So Silver by Lisa Much. And I don't have the pattern here. Sorry, it's...
Y'all know what it looks like by now.
Silver. And it is knit on size 5 millimeters, which is a US 8. And this is what it looks like.
I love it. I want to knit another one.
There are no yarn overs. Nothing.
No lace, no cables,
No.
nothing. It's just knit and purl.
It's beautiful. And that is being knit out of Spud and Chloe Fine sock,
Which has silk in it.
superwash wool 80% and 20% silk, which is
It's lovely. And I want more of it.
which I got at Fiberspace.
Somebody gave me a skein of that, and that's what I knit Rob's Christmas socks out of. Or birthday socks, or whatever the hell you want to call them, because we don't do Christmas. But his December-ish type socks. And he loves them.
The other thing I worked on this week was my cross-stitch pattern that was a Christmas present from my husband, but never got finished.
Show them the bag.
Oh, the bag.
This is a bag specifically for cross-stitch.
Specifically for the 8-inch Q snaps.
Q-snaps. Isn't it cute? Yes, please don't knock over my coat.
This is by Girl Cave Bags. She's on Etsy. I think it's Etsy. Yeah, girlcavebags.etsy.com.
Her tag on the bag is a button.
It's a button right here.
Stamped with her shop name, and it's so cute. That's brilliant.
It's not gonna focus.
Hide me.
Anyway, she's Rista1313 on Instagram and Ravelry. So basically, I picked the fabric, and the inside is polka dots.
Psychedelic polka dots.
But it houses everything, like all my thread.
Oh, look at you using binder clips.
I got that. That was actually...
You're so damned organized.
It was sold in the cross-stitch section. Cross-stitch section at
I've never
Michael's.
seen anybody use them, though.
Oh. So,
I've been a cross-stitcher for a long time.
I just want to get the full pattern so you guys can see. This pattern is from...
You mean this thing?
No. Wee Little
okay.
Stitches, who is on Etsy, who is the sister of a friend of ours.
I am.
She's Canadian. So,
That's the whole design.
that's the design.
She's got the villains and she's got the heroes.
Yeah.
Heroes is a separate piece.
Mm-hmm. And this, I'm doing the finishing touches, so that's what it looks like.
Look at her magnetic needle holder thingy.
Yes.
Isn't that cute?
That is from... Her name is Zephhead on Ravelry. Instagram. Tangerine Designs.
Oh!
That's who that's from. So
Okay.
I ordered one of her cups, her mugs, and she's like, if it can fit inside the mug, I don't charge you extra.
Nice.
So I got that and a couple other things. So yeah, that's coming along. All kinds of stuffs.
Today we're going to learn backstitch.
Yep. And there goes my magnet, which I kind of need. Yeah, she's going to show me backstitch because I have backstitch and French knots to do.
French knots, you're on your own. Better
I know.
YouTube those because I suck at French knots.
I will. I just don't understand what they're for.
They're to make little dots of color.
Okay. And it's all in my little bag. I might make myself a bigger one because the story
the
time
bigger-
sampler and that, I'm going to need bigger Q snaps.
Not necessarily. I only ever use the 6-inch one.
Oh, so you just move it?
Yep.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I don't like having to... It doesn't stay as tight when you have too large an area.
Right, I never thought of that, so I'm okay.
Yep.
Okay. That's it.
Okay. Well, talk for a couple of minutes.
And I'm
'cause
knitting on this currently. I haven't knit on it all week, but this is the Flax by
Keep talking, women. I'm still knitting.
This is the Flax by Tin Can Knits, and I'm on the part where it's under the arm, so I need to do 17 inches for my husband. Yeah, that's definitely going to fit
That's
over
alright.
his head.
That's
So
what I
if
did
you
for
don't
Zach.
know about the Flax, it's a free pattern, and it goes... The sizes are amazing. You ever want to knit a baby sweater that's easy? Flax.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing from now on.
So, I don't want to show the pattern, but you can see baby, mom, dad.
Oh my god.
And basically, I'm just going to keep talking.
Yep.
Basically, the sizes go from 0 to 6 month to 4XL. Like, that's everybody you know in the world. It's awesome.
Almost.
And it looks good on everybody.
It does. I knit one for my son last year, and he loves it.
Yeah. So Tin Can Knits patterns are amazing. Very well written, very easy to understand. Like, I absolutely love it.
Okay, I'm done.
I'm not done.
All right.
And this is being housed in a bag that was sent to us by Sarah from You So and So. And it's really cute. What I really love is the detail here. It's a sheep head on the end of the zipper. But the bag is ginormous. It's got a pocket on the inside. It's awesome. Oh, there's my big fix the stitch. Cool. Shush. So yeah. Okay.
My turn.
Your turn.
What? Look at this. Isn't this the cutest little thing?
Oh. It's even cuter on screen.
I know. It's teeny. It's not done yet, obviously. I've got like 2 more inches to do. This is the Sunnyside Cardigan by Tennis Lavallee. I love this pattern. I wish I had brought it with me, but I don't need it anymore, so I left it at home. But it is a pattern that comes, you see the little cables there. Oh, and that shows up really well.
Mm-hmm.
It comes with either cables or lace along the front and the sleeves for a boy and a girl version. Personally, I wouldn't be averse to putting a boy in the lace or a girl on the cables, but there you are. You get to choose whether you want the cables or the lace. I chose the cables because, well, I'd much rather do cables than lace any day. I can memorize cables. Can't memorize lace all that well just yet. So this is knit in the 6 to 12 month size, and it's so adorable and little, and I can't wait to cuddle the baby.
Who is it for?
It's for Crystal.
So not a surprise.
No, not a surprise. Nothing I've done for Crystal is a surprise.
True.
So I really wish that the needle would cooperate, but it is the cutest little thing. And I can't wait to just cuddle a little body in it. It is knit out of Gail's Art. Gail's Art, give me a sec, superwash sock yarn, which is 90% superwash wool and 10% nylon. It's about 450 yards, so I should have enough left over for both of us. And it is in the Mars colorway. This is the little tag. I love Gail's Art. I bought this at Rhinebeck a couple of years ago, I think.
First Rhinebeck.
And I love the color. I mean, look at that variegation. It's all grays and reds and pinks. I love it.
And yes, she will put it on a baby boy that she's having. She doesn't care.
She doesn't care about the pink. I don't care about... It's not really a feminine pink. It's a pretty muted pink. But I love it. I love the little cables. I had a little bit of trouble with the pattern. A few other people have had a little bit of trouble with the pattern. All I can say is trust blindly. Forget anything your common sense is trying to tell you.
Oh yeah, because you had Sarah ask her boss.
Yeah, somebody who had already knit it, because I could not figure this out.
She's like, you want me to do what?
When you go to split off the sleeves, you are literally splitting off it mid-cable. You just stop cabling and split off. And it's on a cable row too, so... It was, it went against everything my brain was telling me, and I just had to close my eyes and do it.
It went against every rule in knitting.
Yes. A lot of people have had trouble with the math in this pattern. They have, questioned it and so on and so forth, and there has been not much of a response from the designer. Quite frankly, I expected the pattern to be written better than it was, because everybody raves about her patterns. There are places where it's slightly poorly written. You have to put on your thinking cap and try and puzzle out what she meant.
Reminds me of the Gusto.
Yes. Because Anne Budd is a fantastic designer, but that pattern is just a dud. But once you get past the whole, okay, what the heck did she mean by that? And am I on crack, or is she? It is quite a fun little pattern. And
you're almost done.
I'm in the black hole right now because I have to knit 5.5 inches from where I split off the sleeves. This is about 2.5, 3 inches.
17?
Yeah. That's why I'm knitting a sweater for a little person.
Yeah.
Because I can't do that. So I've got about 3 inches here, so I need about 2 more before I can start the bottom cuff. And then I can do the sleeves. And yay, it's so cute and pretty and lovely.
Did you say what needles you're
Not yet.
Just asking.
Nah.
because I'd have to pay attention.
Yes. These are 3.5 millimeter, which is a US 4, and these are my knit picks, so I'm holding my breath and praying that they don't come undone, because my knit picks always come undone. Not my favorite needles, but it's what I had. So it's 3.5, and the reason I haven't cast on the second baby sweater I'm knitting, because I have another one in the works, not for Crystal. Another one of our friends just announced she was pregnant, so more babies. It needs the same needles, so I haven't cast that one.
And she's not due till January.
She's not due till January, so it's okay for her to wait a little while. Crystal is due in September.
First week of September.
Right after we get back from Twist, there should be a baby. We hope.
Yep.
So...
Yeah, she's literally 8 months pregnant now.
Yeah.
Wow.
The baby bump is getting bigger. I'm very excited. Everybody around me is breeding. My friend Bridget is also having a second baby.
No breeding here.
Well, no. Let's hope not. Because it wouldn't be you. She has 2 teenagers. I have 2 teenagers. We're both hoping for no breeding for a very long time. The other thing I'm working on, as I mentioned, I was watching the Bakery Bears the other night. Oh, I'm sorry. The Sunnyside cardigan is living in my You So and So bag. Because I showed it to my mom last week, and it took her 4 or 5 looks to realize that the sheep were balls of yarn. And when she finally caught on, she was like, oh! At which point I said, you can't have it. Because I've given my mother bags over the years.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I was watching Bakery Bears, and I had to cast on a handbrake cardigan. A handbrake cowl. Wow. No cardigans. It's all bunched up because I couldn't find a 36-inch needle at the store. All they had was 24, so it's a little bunchy. I have only just finished the garter border, so there's nothing interesting to show you. This is knit out of Get It Fra Air Mix, which, of course, is discontinued. This is a lovely merino cotton yarn with a little bit of polyamide in it. Polyamide, however you pronounce that.
Stuff.
I corrected her last week and I really had no idea how to say it. So it's this lovely squishy stuff that is so soft. Because I was thinking to myself, I don't want wool against my face. I'm weird that way. Like there is wool, but
there's not a lot.
Really soft wool. So, well, no, it's about 50%, 62%.
So does the cotton soften it?
Oh yeah.
Because cotton, I thought cotton was rough.
No. Some of the softest yarn I own is cotton.
That's gonna grow.
I know.
Okay.
I'm okay with that. I'm also knitting the larger size.
Okay, so it should be big.
Because the way Dan wrote the pattern, because I believe Dan wrote the pattern for this one.
With Kay's help.
Yes. The cowl is a bit over 100 stitches. In the instructions at the beginning, it says, if you want to be able to wrap the cowl around your neck 2 times, we recommend you cast on this many stitches. So I did. Because I have 460 yards of this stuff.
Plenty.
The original pattern calls for 200 yards, roughly. So I figured I had more than enough to make the bigger one.
Yep.
And I'm all about...
What weight is it?
This is worsted. It's actually... This one's an Aran. It's a little bit thicker than a worsted. Like, teeny bit thicker than a worsted, but not by much.
That's fine.
And it's sort of a thick and thin just by the... Like, it's... It feels like it's spun flat. Like it's a tube that's been flattened. So but it poofs up nicely when you knit it. I love it. It's so soft. And it is on size 4.5 millimeter, which is US 7. And that is the Handbrake Cowl by Kay and Dan Jones of the Bakery Bears. Mm-hmm. Which I'm loving it. And hi guys. Because I just watched their most recent episode.
That's a pattern that they released a couple months ago in to give the proceeds to research cancer research because Dan went through cancer, and basically it's like $1.94.
It's whatever the U.S. equivalent to a pound is.
Yeah,
because it's a pound pattern.
If you don't have it, you should go buy it just to support cancer research.
Yep. And you guys will remember a few months ago we had a giveaway where we were going to give away a copy of the pattern, and we ended up gifting it to everybody who entered. So like 13 of our group members ended up with this pattern. So hey, if anybody wants to do a handbrake along, I'm totally up for doing another one.
That would be a good one.
Might be something to do after our current knit-alongs are done.
Yes.
And that is living in my... Who made this?
Jen Study. I should ask her if she has a shop.
Yes. Because this bag, first of all, I love the whoopie pies. My brother is very jealous. But she's got a very stiff interfacing. And the bag is...
It's not
very...
stiff.
Well, it's a lot more substantial than most bags.
Yeah.
And I love... I'm pretty sure my daughter messed with the ribbon because it's got a whole bunch of little knots in it, and I didn't. It didn't come that way. So ignore the ribbon because my daughter messed with that. Isn't this the cutest thing? I love whoopie pies.
Yeah,
I love
when she
eating them.
saw
I just like
it,
looking
she was
at
like,
them.
oh, mine.
And I have not yet cast on, but I will be casting on after the episode. That's your hint. That's all you're getting. What's next?
Next, it is stash.
I got stash. Did you get stash?
I got a stash.
Well, I'm not knitting, so I'll show my stash.
Okay.
Sarah, True Canuck Girl of the Canadian Knitter podcast, came to visit us last weekend, which was awesome. Not last weekend. She came on like Monday.
Yeah, we had an amazing day with her
so
and her
much
husband
fun.
Garrett.
We got a little bit burned. Well, okay, Sarah and I got a little bit burned. Sue and Garrett, nothing. And he's a redhead. Really?
And I was wearing a black t-shirt and I have black hair.
Yeah. We went walking. We went to the Dow's Lake Arboretum. We walked all around that. We went to a couple of yarn stores. We went to Dow's Lake. We went to Pink Lake in the Gatineau Park. We went to the Wilfrid Laurier estate, or is the William Lyon? I don't remember. Anyway, some prime minister had an estate in Gatineau Park, and we went to visit that. And then we ditched Garrett at the hotel so he could have a nap. And
He ditched us.
Yeah, he ditched us. He decided he wanted to stay at the hotel because we were driving back from Gatineau Park and past their hotel. And I said, do you guys want to stop and freshen up a little bit? So we stopped at the hotel. Sarah came back outside by herself and said, Garrett wants a nap. And then we went out to Fat Boys, which is my favorite restaurant. I love Fat Boys. It's a one of a kind. There's no other, it's not a chain or anything. And they do barbecue, like really, really good barbecue.
Thanks again, Sarah, for treating.
Yeah, she bought us
It
dinner.
was awesome.
She wouldn't let us pay for dinner.
No.
Or lunch. I'm pretty sure she bought... No, we bought our own lunch.
we bought our own lunch.
What did she pay for? There was something else she bought. Oh, the Timmies. She bought us coffee. So, yeah, she was, like, not letting us pay for anything. Dude. So, anyway, that whole long story to say that Sarah brought me this. It is Knit Picks Felici Sport in the Depths colorway. It's lovely purples and blues. And it is so soft. Like my little finger is petting it behind here where you can't see. It's just petting it because it's so soft.
Seriously, Knit Picks, bring back the line. Don't just do special updates.
Well, they know they can sell it if they bring back special updates. I'm actually considering ordering some Knit Picks for the first time. Knit Picks for the first time because my cousin is getting married and I have to start a new blanket.
I don't normally order from Knit Picks, but I wanted the Felici, so I added on a few things. But normally, I'm not a Knit Picks buyer.
I have never ordered from Knit Picks just because of the big fiasco they had a couple of years ago, and I've always been kind of worried.
Well, you can use PayPal now, so...
Yeah, so, but I'm going to be ordering the yarn for my cousin's blanket from Knit Picks, because I want the Brava worsted, and I may order some of this stuff too. We'll see.
If they still have it.
They do.
Okay, how long is the sale for? Or
I don't know, but it was still on this morning.
Okay. That's weird. Limited time.
Yeah, long time. But anyway, I got that from Sarah, and I love it. Thank you, Sarah. Now, I'm going to show my June and July shipments for the Juliana's Fiber. Yeah, I showed you a picture of it.
It did not look like that in the picture.
It is gorgeous stuff. This is June. Everybody has received their June, so I can show this. This is the June colorway. And yes, it really is that vivid and wonderful and saturated, and oh my god. This to me says vintage US flag.
Oh. What's the name?
It is called The Bannerman. Now, I googled The Lonely Princess I couldn't exactly figure out what it referred to. It seems to be a story for, I think it's Japanese. But anyway, I did not Google this one. I have no idea what any of these refer to. I'm going to see if I can get Julianne to give me a little blurb.
She called it the Enchanted Forest.
Enchanted Forest Club. I don't know what the Bannerman is. I forgot to Google it. I'm sorry. But this is the June 2015 in her Lucid Dream sock yarn base, which is 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon. There are 420 yards per skein. She says machine wash and dry, but not going to happen. I never machine wash my anything I've knit, with the exception of my son's sweater, because, well, quite frankly, ginormous sweater in acrylic. But yeah, it is just so gorgeous and so soft. And these colors are amazing. She has really outdone herself with this one. There are 2 shades of brown. There's a light beige and a medium brown, and the red and the blue. And I love it. Love it. And you will pry it out of my cold, dead hands, woman.
I will get it when she releases it after the club.
Yes, because
like 6 months.
6 months later, she said that she would make these colors available in her shop. Keep your fingers crossed. And if enough people ask her for them,
oh yeah,
she will probably bring them back out sooner. Now, anybody who has not yet received their July shipment,
look away.
Look away. We'll tell you when you can look back. Because this is July. You can't have it.
Man, I regret not doing it, but I was adulting at the time.
Yes, you were. This is July. It is gorgeous. It is called A Clearing in the Woods. And oh my, is it ever.
It's gorgeous.
There's some aquas and some
I like
olives
that one better.
And, well, I know you'd like this one better. And I told her, I said, so you can't have it. So I've hidden it now. You can look back. Spoilers over. So that's my June and July shipments for Juliana's Sock Club.
Are you done?
I am done. Cool.
I got stuff.
I know. You always have stuff. She's got piles over there.
Well, people send me stuff. See this?
Oh, I'm sorry. I lied.
Oh, we'll talk about that in a minute.
Okay.
See this? It's from my friend Mandy.
Mandy's crazy. I love this.
Yeah. She's insane, and she's sending me more. This is piles
of fat quarters.
Except for that's not a fat quarter.
No, and I'm claiming something
piles
out of that one.
And piles. I'm not done yet.
No, there's more.
And piles of fat quarters. And then she bought this in the store.
I'm claiming something made out of that.
I am not a Doctor Who fan.
I am.
Exploding
it's the Vincent,
TARDISes.
This is the Vincent Van Gogh Starry Night TARDIS fabric.
So,
and I'm hereby claiming part of that.
Because she's going to give me leftovers of her fabric that she bought.
I don't care if it's as small as a Notions pouch. I want something made out of that because it's gorgeous.
And then Lynn might claim this for a small bag.
Well, no.
Not sure.
No.
I might make a wee bag for the shop for this one.
I am a huge Vincent Van Gogh fan. I love all his paintings. I really wish I could get my hands on the Opal Vincent Van Gogh yarn, but it's discontinued and nobody is letting go of that stuff. It's not on eBay. It's not on Etsy. Nobody on Rab is destashing it.
No.
And there's like 3,000 people who have it on Rab.
And
there is like, no way to get a hold of that. So,
sorry.
you know, if you got some and you want to get rid of it.
So, like, weigh this.
Yeah. It's like 3-4 pounds of fabric.
Yeah. So, thank you, Mandy.
You're crazy, Pam.
She sent me all that, and then she sent me some fabric to make her bags just for her. So, I might have some of that left over for the shop. I'm not sure. Then I got You Who Knits, who is Georgina. She is in Toronto, and she has started a dye business called You Who Knits. And I wanted her Casually Interrupted by a Rainbow.
And it is gorgeous. I've seen it knitted up.
On her The Irish Fairy Tree Base.
It is gorgeous knit up.
That is literally,
beautiful.
That's the colors. I love it. She messaged me and said, you know, I want a bag. Do you want yarn? So we traded.
I hate you. I have no marketable skills.
And then I found out she was doing Star Wars themed yarn. She did a R2D2, and I said, could you possibly come up with a Boba Fett? Because Boba Fett is my husband's favorite character.
Because Garrett, Sarah's husband, bought the
R2D2.
The R2D2.
So she's going to do that colorway up and show it to me. What's that smell? I like it, but I can't figure it out. Yes, Marcia, I'm smelling the yarn.
Who was it said they had to make t-shirts?
Marcia.
Oh.
From Very Little.
She posted on Instagram that she caught me sniffing the yarn last weekend, and she was like, I have to have t-shirts made. It's, I don't know how to describe it. It's sort of a spicy smell.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I got a whole bunch of yarn fluff up my nose.
Sarah, Canadian
Sarah was
knitter,
extremely generous.
True Canuck girl, was ordering yarn from Knit Picks, and I hadn't gotten the green because all my yarn is there. So she ordered me the Highland, which is pretty. I have a different green in the Felici, but I don't think it's this soft. And then she was doing a D-stash, and we kind of traded for bags because I made her 4 wee bags. So she had, and I don't have any of this, some cephalopod bugga, who no longer dies. So I had to get this, and it is the Green Huntsman colorway.
It's gorgeous.
70% superwash merino, 20% cashmere, 10% nylon, 400 yards.
Yes, well, we all know you like your MCN.
Yep.
Look at the colors. Those are so Sue. It's a very yellowish green.
Stunning. And then she had some Space Cadet. And this is in the Endless Summer colorway.
Why did I go with a bag? This is why she keeps everything on that side.
And then I ordered a pencil case from Art by Anna.
Of course you did.
Isn't it cute?
Yeah.
And she sent me some extra fabric.
They make awesome little notions pouches.
Well, I just wanted it. I don't know why. I just had to have it. She sent me some extra fabric that she had, which is basically...
It's National Enquirer fabric.
For cats.
Yep.
Oh, right. And I bought fiber.
I was going to say, there's more. You don't even have a wheel.
Your point?
You don't need fiber.
Your point?
Actually, I still have mine in the back of a car.
That called to me. And if
know.
you don't know Art by Anna,
go visit her. She's awesome. It's one N.
I don't know if it's going to focus.
Her husband's name is Art, so I find that particularly funny.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
I didn't realize it till I met him at the Carleton Place Fiber Festival. He's walking over to us, and she goes, "Oh, hi, Art." And I'm like, "Are you kidding me? Art and
I
Anna."
got you something. Because you said you liked mine. But that's not all.
You're sounding like Billy Mays here.
Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Because Anna also sent me another fabric.
All right.
And I made a bag this morning for Lynn.
Yay.
Because Mandy and Amanda said I should.
Okay, not looking. Am I allowed to look yet?
Mm-hmm.
Woo! Rob's gonna love it.
It's Route 66.
Yay!
She loves Route 66.
Well, Rob loves Route 66.
She said
This is going to be our honeymoon, actually. Driving one end of Route 66 to the other over the course of a month.
she had that extra fabric and it was enough to make the shawl size bag for you.
Look at that. Aww. Sue has a tag. Look at this. That's Sue's new tag.
Open it up, there's more goodies inside.
I could feel that.
Because, you know, she can do it to me, I'm doing it to her. I was ordering something from Art by Anna for her. Now open the bag and you'll see what it is.
There's a little pencil case.
She messaged me and said, "Do you want the rest of my fabric?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Awesome.
And then the other thing that's inside the bag, I saw on Facebook and I immediately rushed out and bought it for you.
I'm trying to find the Illinois, because every state has its own Route 66 emblem.
Oh, if I had known that, I would have.
It's in there somewhere. There's New Mexico. That's Kansas. There's Oklahoma. We have done from Kingman, Arizona, all the way to Santa Monica Pier in Los Angeles together. So what we're planning on doing for our honeymoon is starting in Chicago, because Route 66 starts in downtown Chicago, and taking a month and driving all the way down, getting out of the car every town, seeing what there is to see. He wants to take me to the Ariston Cafe.
I just thought it would be amazing for you to show him that.
He's gonna love it. And that's art by Anna. She made the
She has handmade and she has yarn and fiber.
Yes.
Which is 2 shops.
She has 2 shops, yes.
So she combined the shipping for me.
And I can hook it to the other one.
Now, that I saw on Facebook and I rushed out to the store to find it. Rob, you're gonna love me. Rob, you are going to love me. Read the color name.
I'm trying to get it out of the bag. It is Route 66 Patent Croy socks. That's awesome.
So there's 2.
That is fantastic. These are socks for Rob, whether he likes it or not, because he only likes solid colors. Too bad.
I don't care. I thought Route 66, he might let you knit those for him.
Oh, that's awesome. And just so we're clear on this, she's doing this because I set a date. We're not engaged yet. Rob has this plan. He has his own little timeline that he's working off of. And I got tired of waiting. Oh, yes, it's all in his head. I got tired of waiting, and I said, okay, we already know this is happening. We've agreed on this. You're just working on how to ask at this point. Because I chose the ring about 1.5 years ago.
Because she doesn't wear jewelry.
No, but he told me I had to. So I picked it. Because I was like, okay, well, if I have to wear it, I'm choosing what I get. Because I'm very picky about jewelry. I don't like cloth settings at all. I hate them. I don't know why, but I hate them. So what I'm getting is completely different. It is very untraditional. And it's handmade. It's designed and made by this lady on Etsy, who is Metalicious, I think is her shop name.
Yeah, she got some nice stuff in there.
Stephanie Evans, I think, is her name. But her shop name is Metalicious. Go check them out. She's got gorgeous stuff. Mm-hmm. So I set a date for 2020. It's like a bib. I'll just sew it onto my shirt.
Well, when I saw the fabric, I thought I would get you a tiny bag. And then I'm like, oh, I might be able to get you a regular bag. And then last night while I was on the VKN, I'm like, I can get a big bag. And Mandy's like, do it now. So I was feverishly
I don't feel quite
sewing.
so bad about showing everybody the yarn I'm going to send Mandy now.
Well, and I was feverishly sewing like till about 10 minutes before you got here.
Because last night I showed everybody except Mandy on the VKN the yarn I'm going to be sending Mandy in our little group swap. There's about 6 or 7 of us who are regulars on all the VKNs, and we chat a lot on Google, and basically we decided to do a little swap within our group. And I showed everybody else what Mandy's getting.
It's awesome. So awesome.
So, yay! Rob's gonna love this. There's California, there's Missouri. There's Illinois. Here it is. Ha! There's Illinois.
So I wanted to make sure the inside was a bright color so you could see your knitting.
And I'm amazed that she gave this up because it's her green.
That's the green that I got at the store when we went.
Yeah.
I got lots of it.
I have to wash the fabric before we start using it.
There's only one of those. There's no more.
No. Mine. Huh? And yes, because I had told her that we were doing our honeymoon driving down Route 66. Yep. Woot. Rob has actually, I have a picture that I took of him when we were driving from Arizona to California. I think it was somewhere in California. Somewhere in the desert. They paint big Route 66 emblems in the middle of the road. All over Route 66. So he had a picture from, I think it was before he was married or just after he got married, which would have been over 20 years ago. Of him and his 2 best friends, because they were doing a motorcycle trip down part of Route 66. And the 3 of them had gotten off their motorcycles. I don't know who took the picture, because there were only 3 of them on this trip. I think maybe they had a tripod and a timer, because it's a picture of the 3 of them laying on the street around the Route 66 emblem. Lying down in the middle of the street. There are places on Route 66 that see no traffic for hours and hours on end, so it was safe. So when we did it, I took a picture of Rob lying on the street next to the Route 66 sign.
Cool.
So, yes, Route 66 is a big part of our lives for some reason. It's a thing he likes.
I think that's
Except
it for stash. Oh yeah. I contacted Kate, who is our friend who makes the Yarnet, and I asked her if you can't just buy the base. And I wanted the green base because I knew she had a green base. And she just...
Which she didn't have when we originally got our Yarnet.
No. And she just decided to send me the green base. So now...
Same Yarnet, different base.
So if you don't know about the Yarnet, go to theyarnet.com. She is Canadian, but she produces them in the US because she couldn't do it the way she wanted to in Canada.
We're not so big on the plastic molding and stuff like that here.
So...
And
I
she
have a
sent
green
me a
base.
new color too.
And she had a new color, and I decided to give it to Lynn.
This is copper.
Copper.
I loves it. It actually does have a little bit of metallic to it.
Yep.
I love it.
And she's also going to be at our local fiber festival, which is Twist, which is in Saint-Avelin. Saint-André-Avelin. So
Which is in the middle of nowhere.
if you are anywhere near where we live, you need to go to that, and she's going to be there. So we will
It's
get
near
to take
Montebello,
pictures.
Quebec.
So I has my green one.
Yep.
And
she's
she's
I
like,
I have Sir over here.
and she's like, well, I'll send it to you. Can you just mention us? And I'm like, yes.
And now Sir gets to change his hair color once in a while.
Yep. Matches your yarn.
It matches the yarn, yes. It goes with the gills art, and I just
oh, right.
There we go.
Okay.
See?
The Bling Your String giveaway, Bonanza, basically.
I'm gonna show everything again.
I'm gonna show everything again, and then I'm gonna explain how the club works.
Okay.
So, this is one prize, which is basically a bag like this that fits the Yarnet in it, and it's got some stitch markers on it. It's got sheep.
One of them is a club subscription.
Oh no, do these first.
Oh, okay, sorry.
That's last. One of them is a skein
llama
of
bag.
yarn with the llama bag, which is purple.
The color of the yarn is Llama Love.
The other one is all of her notions.
Crinkle, crinkle.
Crinkle, crinkle.
It's right next to the microphone.
Yeah, we took them all out last week, so I'm not going to take them out of the bag. And the last thing is a club subscription.
Which is 3 large bags, her biggest bags, plus extras. The way my club works is that people can choose the number of bags they want, the size of bags they want, the size of stitch markers they want, and then they tell me what themes and colors they love. I then put together a surprise package for them. Should the person who wins the club want sizes that are different than the large, we can discuss that privately and work out something to the same approximate value. I will also have them fill out a questionnaire for me.
And apparently, people who join her clubs, like the Knit Girls have joined her clubs, and she nails it.
And next week we are going to, because she says if you're going to be talking about the club on the podcast at all, and would like to get all the details, you can find them in the listing here,
and I'm
including the questionnaire. So next week we're going to tell you what she wants to know when we draw it, because we're not ready.
No, we decided to leave it open for another week.
Yep. Otherwise, it's like all giveaways all the time and no knitting.
Yeah, and I mean, this is basically it's a huge giveaway, and we want to give as many people as much of a chance to win as we can. So her name is Erin, and she is from Ontario. She's Canadian, which is awesome. We have a book review.
We do.
This one's going to go long again.
Yeah, well.
Sorry.
We're already at 50 minutes. Sorry.
Well. We have a book that we got from our contact Tommy at Interweave, which is F&W Media, and it is Warm Days, Cool Knits. Stay.
We should have done a test before to see how loud the fan was on the... Oops. We have a fan because it gets really hot in here.
I don't think it's going to be very loud.
Let's hope not.
So this is basically... does it show all the patterns?
No.
No. So basically, they have winter, spring, summer, and fall.
Yeah, it's broken down by seasons in the table of contents and in the chapters. As with all Interweave books, it is laid out and photographed beautifully.
So this starts with winter. You've got this beautiful sweater and a matching cowl. You knit separately.
There is not a lot in this book that I don't love.
I love this, but that looks like a lot of cables.
Bah. I don't mind a lot of cables.
I love what's on the front, and we'll get to that.
Poor Sue cast on a shawl thinking it was going to be easy,
Out of
and it
here.
was all cable.
I didn't realize it was all
So she was like,
cables.
rip.
Yeah.
I love that one. Is it actually? It's a separate cowl.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It's knit separately.
I thought it was part of the sweater at first.
Nope. Knit separately.
But I love.
And then
I love that hat.
Is there a better picture of that hat? This is called the Weldon hat.
It's so pretty. Love it. I'm gonna move my Coke before it goes flying. It's similar to the Lizard Ridge. It's done in short rows. Basically.
It's really pretty. I love this.
Yeah, I know.
I so love this. I want this so bad.
That one makes me think of an Isolde pattern.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, it's her kind of construction and detail type stuff, so I'm very, very impressed with these.
It's a chevron stitch hoodie. Chevron stitch is not cables, right?
No, it's knit and purl. That's it. Knit and purl.
That's even more.
It's right up your alley.
Yep. Then there's these Williston socks.
They're lace socks. They're so pretty. Everything in this book is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh,
Spring.
I love that.
So there's this top.
I have to make that. Oop, other way.
There you go. I'm glad I have you because I can't see.
That's why I'm looking around the side of the book. That's really pretty too.
Yeah. The Teola.
Teola, yeah.
Teola. Which is...
Sorry, these are by Karina Ferguson.
Sorry, yeah.
Who is an amazing, amazing designer, and I am in awe. I want to make everything in this book.
Mayella.
So pretty. Other way. There you go. Up. There.
Left, right, up. Yeah, that's gorgeous.
It is a beautiful, and that's the Coraloo top. We showed it at the beginning of the pattern, the chapter. I want to make this top. It's got little cable accents along the top half of the t-shirt. Up. There you go. The rest is plain stockinette, but the top has all these little cables.
It looks like reverse
It's
stockinette.
so pretty. Is it reversed?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is. Sorry, it's all pearls.
Show notes on the floor.
I know.
This is the Jonetta.
Or Yonetta, depending on where she's from. Because I don't know.
That's cables.
All cables, all pretty. Gorgeous,
It's
gorgeous,
really
gorgeous.
Nice. The Fayola, which is a beautiful shawl.
I want to knit everything in the book.
Look at this.
Give them just a glimpse of the charts to see how clear they are.
Okay.
Just to show you how well laid out these are. Those are big. They're easy to read. They show you where the repeat part is. I love that tank too. That's just the
beginning.
Yeah.
This tank, the Leora.
I have to make that too. I want to make everything in the book.
And what I love about it is
the details are all down the side. Just sort of a peekaboo type thing. It's all laced down the side.
And schematics for every single pattern.
Yes, showing you how to measure yourself.
Charts are big.
Yeah. Big and easy to read. That's the one.
Dorothelia.
Yeah. I don't know where she came up with these names, but the patterns are gorgeous.
Yep. Yep.
I find with Interweave, they're really, where they excel is photographing, their layouts. They want to make it as easy as possible to knit their stuff.
This is called the Temple.
And it's sort of a long cardigan that isn't meant to meet in the front. I don't know what those are called. There's a name for them.
Yeah.
That's a dress.
Yeah, it's a Allie Mae.
It's a cover-up.
It's
basically.
a cover-up, yeah.
Our friend Teresa made something like that a few years ago, and
yeah.
this is gorgeous.
Yeah. Junius.
That is a beautiful shawl. I want to make that one.
We want to make all the things. And we love our contact at
Look at how big this thing is. It's huge. That might be a wedding shawl.
What is that knit out of? Sport.
That might be a wedding shawl.
That's gorgeous.
Not in yellow though.
No.
Yellow doesn't look good on me. But yeah, that might be a wedding shawl.
This fall. So we have the Darl,
I love
which is this beautiful sweater.
So cute.
Sorry. That's okay.
I want to knit everything.
I know everything.
All the
is
things
gorgeous.
will be in my closet.
Bayard.
That makes me think of the dog in Alice in Wonderland. Sorry. That was the dog's name in the new
Then there's
Alice in
the Emmy
Wonderland.
Lou, which I thought I wanted to knit. until Lynn told me. She's like, dude, that's cables every 5 stitches.
She was like, I don't know what to do with the rest of the stitches. Because as you see in the chart, the repeating part is just the cable. And she says, so what do I do with the rest of it? And I said, you cable over and over and over again all the way across the row. And she was like, well, I'd do it. She's not that big on cables.
So this is the Retta, which is a longer cardigan.
Yep.
Cardigan.
I love these. And they're not button-up cardigans. They're meant to stay open in the front, so they're really just an accent piece.
This is the Wiley striped shawl.
Oh, I think you should go for that one.
I know.
But it's not crescent.
No, but it's huge.
Yep. Check out how much yardage you need. You might want to go for that one. So she was looking for something else to knit with what she had. Fingering weight, 400 yards of one color. And
400 yards of each.
Okay, so there you go. That'd be perfect. Haha.
I'd have to knit it with something other than
I don't know.
variegated.
No, because that's a semi-solid and a variegated.
Okay.
It'd be fine.
I'll just have to pick the right color to go with it.
Yes. It's beautiful.
But that's not Pico, right?
No, that's not Pico.
Okay.
That's lace.
And the glossary is awesome.
They basically outline every single acronym that's used in the book.
Every stitch.
There's I-cord, there's how to pick up stitches, there's yarn sources at the back where they got the yarn that the samples are made of.
The index.
And that's just an ad.
Yep.
But so much beautiful stuff in these books.
$24.99 US, $27.99 Canadian. This is worth it.
Because there's not a single thing in there that I don't want to knit.
It basically is a lighter designs for every season.
Yeah, it's like not big, cuddly, huge, warm sweaters. It's meant to be cooler, but just out of curiosity,
Layering pieces.
So this is a t-shirt, the Tiola, which is the little purple t-shirt. This goes from 29.5 bust all the way up to a 45.5. So not quite big enough for me, but almost. Or for anybody who's not in the States, 75 to 115 centimeters bust. That one's knit out of sport. This one here, the Jonetta or the Yonetta, whatever it's called, the yellow cardigan thingy. It goes from about a 34-inch bust to a 46-inch bust, or an 86.5 to 117 centimeter bust. So there's a fair range of sizes there. Mm-hmm. Things like the shawls, you wouldn't have to worry about it. The Darl, which is the little cardigan here, goes from a 29-inch bust to a 47-inch bust, or 73 to 120 centimeters. Mm-hmm. So, there's a pretty wide range of sizes here. I'm going to have to lose a few more pounds.
They're just on the cusp of being too small for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm
the
46.
Retta, which is the open cardigan here.
That you don't have to really worry about.
That one goes from a 29 to a 43-inch bust, so that's nowhere even close to fitting me. But it's open, so
yeah,
it
wouldn't really
matter.
Have to.
Yeah, because that's the first thing I look at with books like this is whether or not they go up to my size, and most of them don't.
But the shawls are beautiful.
I'm pretty big, so for most, even up to a 1 and 2X, you should be able to get some good use out of this book.
Yeah.
So, granted, I'm wearing a 2X right now, but it's pretty tight on me.
Warm Days, Cool Knits by
Karina
Ferguson.
Gorgeous book, so worth the money.
And I love our contact at Interweave. I just emailed him one day, and he got back to me, and we got digital copies for the first little while, and then he started giving us digital copies and a hard copy.
Yeah, so Sue keeps the hard copies, and I get the digital copy, and we both get a digital copy, but she keeps the hard copy here because she's the librarian lady, and which is funny because I'm the librarian by trade. Mm-hmm. But and if I ever need to borrow the hard copy for whatever reason, Sue's got it.
But we have them digitally.
Yep.
So,
which makes them easier to print out.
Yeah, because I printed out the one pattern I wanted to do, the Emmylou. I just printed that.
Yeah, I never, ever, ever knit from a book.
No.
I always print out, make a copy of the pattern, or print it out if I have it electronically, and work from that so I can mark it up. because I write all over my patterns, so
Yep.
I never ever knit from the book. But I love this book. It's definitely worth the investment. Honestly, it doesn't matter where you live, but I mean, if you live somewhere, Shannon from Minerva, Turkey, if you're listening, this would be perfect for you.
Yep.
Central Florida, nice and hot. You would love this book.
So lastly is our coupon codes, which we have 5.
You want to start?
Yep. Darlene, who is Awesome Granny of Bags by Awesome Granny,
I don't
has
have mine
given us
today.
a code by 2TS10 capital letters for 10% off, no expiry date.
Lisa, who is Six Munchkin Stitching, also has an Etsy shop. I think everybody has an Etsy shop, basically. Coupon code is capital letters 2 Tangled number 10. So it's TWO Tangled 10 for 10% off, no expiry date.
Carrie Lynn of Freckled Whimsy has an Etsy shop as well. 2 Tangled 15, all capital letters, 15% off until the end of the year.
And that's TWO Tangled 15. I can't do my 5 backwards.
Sure.
Sarah, who is You So and So. Sorry.
Who is this lady?
On Etsy has offered our viewers the coupon code Tangled10. So the word Tangled 10, all caps, for 10% off until July 31st. That is not next week.
2 weeks.
It's 2 weeks, so get moving.
And the last one is Jenny, who is GenCom72. Jenny's Yarn and Jewelry on Etsy is TTS15, capital letters 15, 15% off till the end of July.
Lots of good coupons. If you were a member of Juliana's Enchanted Forest Stock Club, take a look at your last shipment because there is a coupon code in there good for 20% off until the end of July. We won't give it out because it's only for club members.
Yep.
But I didn't notice she's got her little Stockinette Zombies pen that we got. Stitches or Maryland? No, it wasn't
Stitches.
Maryland. It was last year.
It was Stitches last year, and both them and the Knit Girls make the
the little
it's rubber.
they're stylus pens.
Stylus pens.
I have my Knit Girls one in my purse.
Yeah.
And I am so much looking forward to Stitches.
And I'm going.
It's in 3.5 weeks.
Yeah.
So many people have said, I can't wait to meet you at Stitches. So I'm like, yay! I got to meet another Ravelry friend last time I was in Chicago. She goes by Manda Panda on Ravelry and on Facebook. So I honestly don't remember what her real last name is, but my friend Amanda, we got together. We went to Portillo's and had Italian beef sandwiches, which is a Chicago
awesome.
thing.
Oh.
Just make sure, unless you like soggy bread, ask for it dry. Because Rob's and mine got reversed. He likes his with extra juice on it. I like mine dry. Because they basically, the meat is marinated in this juice, and they will soak your sandwich in juice if you want them to. I got Rob's. He got mine.
So you switched.
No.
Why not?
I ate the soggy one because I'd already started eating it. And I was like, this is not dry. And he was like, well, let's switch. And I'm like, no, I'm already eating it now. And I went through the whole thing complaining about how soggy it was and wouldn't switch back with him. I was having a bad day.
What's the restaurant we're going to go to? Not Duets, because I don't like
Giordano's.
that. Giordano's, okay.
Because some friends of ours are coming, some friends of mine are coming with us that Sue hasn't met yet. Actually, you might have met them. They've been to Knit Night a couple of times. A long time ago. My friends Sylvia and Sarah are coming with us. They've never been to Chicago. They're mostly coming to do sightseeing, but Sarah is also a knitter, so she's really excited about Stitches. And they have never had a deep dish pizza. Now, we took Sue to Pizzeria Due, which is the home. Pizzeria Uno and Pizzeria Due were owned by two brothers. And that is the birthplace of deep dish pizza. That is where it was created, was at Uno's and Due's. And it's kind of funny because there's sort of an inbreeding thing going on
Does
with
Uno
Chicago
mean
pizza.
one?
Yes.
Due mean two?
Yeah. Basically what happened was Uno's was owned by two brothers. They had a fight. One brother moved a block down the street and opened Due's. And the two have been there ever since. They are now the same company again. But there's a little bit of an incest thing going with Chicago pizzerias, because Lou Malnati, which is another big Chicago pizzeria, was a chef at Uno's. Giordano's was another one that was, and Gino's East, and I think there's one more that were all, they all started out at Uno's and they all branched out.
So they're going to Giordano's for me.
Yes, because unfortunately, in recent years, Uno's has sort of retreated their menu down to just the deep dish pizza, and there's not a lot else on the menu.
I tried it.
Sue wasn't all that thrilled with the deep dish pizza. So Giordano's has very good deep dish, but they also have a lot of other stuff on the menu. So we're going to go to Giordano's
And
this
it's
time.
Italian.
And it's near Stitches.
And it's Italian.
They're all over the place, but there's one near Stitches.
So awesome.
I'm very excited. I can't wait.
We're done.
Yes.
I think we're done.
Before we start battling for another hour.
Yeah.
And start rivaling Bakery Bears for length.
Yeah. We've been an hour the last couple weeks. Oh well.
Sorry.
People are still watching. 'Tis life.
Yes.
So happy crafting, everybody, and we will see you all next week.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
Cut that beginning out. If
And
you
the
have
minions are
motion
going blind.
sickness, don't look.
Yeah.
So, there's my stash.
There's bins and stuff up there. And she's got books, and she's got needles, and she's got the drawers full of yarn, and bins full of fabric, and the basket we bought her at Maryland. Brine Guy.
Up there is most of my book collection. Well, half of it.
I'd say about half.
And if you go this way, I have stuff in the corner there.
Yeah, that's where she keeps all the stuff she gets over the course of the week.
Yes. Then we have the sewing machine area.
That's our microphone.
That's our microphone, which my husband bought me for Christmas. Then if you pan this way, there's my printer, and there's a bin down there. There's a shelf that my husband just put up. Then we have my desk. And
You guys,
and
the minions. Show the minions.
oh, sorry, show the
There's
minions.
the minions.
Oh, minion down. Minion down.
Totally
Oh, I
Bob.
shouldn't have done that.
Totally Bob.
Yeah, anyways, minions. Then there is my button board that with Kevin and all my buttons. And then if you pan this way,
It's the rest of the books and all her beading stuff.
beading stuff, rest of the books. And that's pretty much it. So
And on the back of the door is a small portion of her ginormous bag collection.
I don't know what you're talking about. And that's pretty much it. So that's the room. Hopefully I didn't make you too motion sickness, and we're back to Lynn.
Hi.
So
Good
see
thing I
you all
have my
next
shirt on.
week.
Bye.